Hello and welcome back to Deep Think with Anurag. I am your host Anurag Mohanty, and today we are diving deep into one of the most crucial skills in our modern world: focus. In a time where distractions are everywhere, focus has become an art form, an art that, if mastered, can change the course of your life. But why it is so difficult? Why does it feel like our attention is constantly being hijacked by notification, social media, and the chaos around us? Let's explore the science, psychology, and practical steps you can take to master the art of focus. Before we dive into solution, let's break down the problem. Have you ever sat down to work on something important only to find yourself scrolling through your phone 20 minutes later? Why does this happen? Our world today is designed for distraction. According to the recent studies, the average attention span has decreased to around 8 seconds. That's shorter than a goldfish. And it's not just our fault. Big tech companies design apps and algorithms to keep us hooked, competing for every second of our attention. But here is the real question. How does this impact our life? Imagine starting your day with a clear plan. 3 major tasks. You are excited, motivated, and ready to crush it. But an email notification pulls you away. A quick look turns into checking Instagram, then watching a video, and before you know it, an hour is gone. What is the cost of this distraction? It's more than just a lost time. It's lost momentum, creativity, and focus. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about what's happening in our brains. Focus is the ability to direct mental energy towards a single task while blocking out distraction. But here is the catch. Our brains aren't naturally wired for long period of concentration. In fact, we are built to be aware of everything happening around us, a survival mechanism from our hunter-gatherer days. But the key to mastering focus lies on neuroplasticity, our brain's ability to rewire itself. Just like how muscles grow stronger through exercise, we can train our brain to improve focus. One scientific model I find fascinating is the attention residue theory. It suggests that every time we switch between tasks, a part of our attention stays stuck on the previous task. So, when you move from your work to check social media and then back to work, you are not fully focused. Your brain is still processing that Instagram post you just saw. And that's why multitasking is a myth. It kills focus. But how can we reclaim our focus? That's the question. Let's talk solutions. Have you heard the concept of deep work? It's a term coined by Cal Newport, and it refers to the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. Deep work is where true creativity and productivity happen. It is when you are in the zone and hours can pass without you noticing. But getting to that level requires practice and structure. Here is an example. Imagine you are a writer working on a novel. To truly make progress, you can't just write 10 minutes between meetings. You need long, uninterrupted periods where you are immersed in the story. That's where deep work shines. So, how do we cultivate this in our daily lives? Number 1 is time blocking. Dedicate specific blocks of time where you focus solely on one task. During this time, turn off notification, put your phones away, and let people know you are unavailable. Number 2, the 90-minute rule. Research shows that our brain works best in 90-minute cycles. After 90 minutes of focused work, take a break, recharge, and come back stronger. Number 3, Pomodoro technique. This is a time management method where you work for 25 minutes followed by 5 minutes of a break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. It's a great way to build focus muscles if you are just starting out. Number 4, mindfulness and meditation. Developing mindfulness through meditation can improve your ability to stay present. Meditation trains the brain to notice when it's distracted and gently bring it back to the present moment. This practice translates directly to better focus. Let's address the elephant in the room: our phones, social media, and constant connectivity. Technology isn't inherently bad, but if we don't control it, it controls us. Here are some practical ways to manage your digital distraction. Number 1 is app limit. Set time limits for social media and entertainment apps. Most smartphones allow you to track your screen time, block access after a certain limit. Notification management. Turn off non-essential notification. Do you really need a pop-up for every time someone likes a post? Aeroplane mode or do not disturb. When you're working on something important, put your phone on aeroplane mode or use do not disturb feature. Physical separation. Put your phone in another room when you need to focus. Out of sight is out of mind. Another critical aspect of focus is your environment. Think about it. Where do you work best? Is it a noisy cafe or a quiet room or a co-working space? Your environment can either fuel your focus or kill it. Here is how you can design a focus-friendly environment. Number 1, declutter. A cluttered workspace leads to a cluttered mind. Clear out unnecessary items and keep only what you need to work. Number 2, set boundaries. If you work from home, it is easy to blur the lines between personal and professional life. Set boundaries with families, your roommates, or whoever you share space with. Number 3, create a ritual. Having a pre-work ritual can signal your brain that it's time to focus. Whether it's making a cup of coffee, lighting a candle, or listening to a specific playlist. Use these clues to shift into deep work minds. The hidden power of rest and recovery. Lastly, let's talk about something that we often overlooked when it comes to focus. That is rest. You can sprint a marathon. Similarly, your brain can't stay focused indefinitely. Rest is just as important as to work when it comes to maintaining focus. Number 1, sleep. A good night's sleep is crucial for cognitive function, including focus. If you are sleep deprived, it's like trying to run on a low battery. Make sleep a priority. Number 2, breaks. Taking regular breaks during your workday isn't a sign of laziness. It's a smart strategy. Short breaks can actually boost your productivity by allowing your brain to rest and recharge. Number 7, bringing it all together. So, how do we practice the art of focus in a distracted world? It's a combination of understanding how our brain works, creating habits that nurture focus, and design our environment that support us. It's not about being perfect, but about being intentional. Ask yourself, what small changes can make my day to improve your focus? Maybe it's limiting your phone usage or dedicating a specific time for deep work. Over time, these small steps will lead to big results. That's all for today's episode of Deep Think with Anurag. Remember, focus is a skill you can cultivate, not an innate talent. In a world designed to pull us in every direction, being able to focus is a superpower. So let's work on mastering this art, one step at a time. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe or follow so that you don't miss on our next episode. Leave a review and share it with someone who might need a little help refocusing in today's distraction world. Thank you for turning in. Until next time, stay curious and keep thinking deeply.